No, but he is heading to the All-Star this weekend in Florida.
So then, if he's at the All Star game, he's not injured because they wouldn't risk an All Star weekend if he was injured. So to answer all your questions, guys, he's not injured.
But if you
um,
were to fake, you guys knew that, right? If you were to miss the All Star weekend, I don't know if it's because you have a minor injury or whatever, but if you were to not participate, you get suspended for the next game when you come back. That's what happened to Ovechkin.
that's what I have
So I
to
don't think
carry.
he'd risk that either.
That's what I have to Price also.
Price, that's right.
So yeah, no, but he's it's his second All-Star game in 2 years in a row. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I'm not as excited as I used to be about the All-Stars weekend anymore. I used to love it. I remember so far one of my favorites was the 2003 All-Star game when Danny Heatley won MVP. When he scored like a beautiful toe dry goal against Patrick Waugh, like Jeremy Roenick was telling, "Yeah, hey kid, like relax out there." Huh? It was the early 2000s, like for me, even the late 90s, the All-Star games were awesome.
East versus West, that was the original fucking
All-Star games, East versus West, or sometimes North America versus the world in 2003. That's what it was. Also, that was pretty cool. But East versus West,
but it was cool. The North, like, I'm okay with the North America versus the world. That was fun. But the East versus West from like the 90s, 93, 94, 95, like
with
that
the skill
was
competitions, and with the skill competitions they had the day before was great. But now I don't know, they're trying too much to make it so.
They're trying to make it entertaining for the kids now. Now it's for the kids.
Thanks for mentioning that, because I'm hating this voting system now. Like, vote your player to go to the All-Star. Like, can we not just go back to just the player merits a spot there just because he's one of the best players in the league?
This goes back.
I'm glad you mentioned them. I think it's bullshit. I actually think it's garbage, the voting system, because
I hate
Stutzel and Caulfield were the ones being retweeted for forever, and none of them even made it.
Exactly. But like, and I understand. And then Habs fans got mad because Pasternak and Matthews made it. Like, how's it's like Matthews and Pasternak deserve to be in the fucking All-Star.
They do deserve to be there, but why the fuck have the voting? Why the fuck have the voting system in place?
I hate the voting system. I'm just saying,
I don't even think
you can't be mad that Matthews and Pasternak are there. They're one of the best players in the world.
Absolutely.
But I hate this fucking voting system because, dude. Fuck it, I won't beat around the bush. Like, the Curfew Boys Twitter, we participated into this holy fucking vote for Caulfield thing. It got us hundreds and hundreds of retweets. It was cool and all, but I think this is stupid. Like, fucking, like the time when John Scott made the All-Star game, it was a fucking joke. It was a fucking joke. Like, it's like,
but again,
he took a negative thing, like, because he knows, like, I shouldn't fucking be here. But he made it out of a positive thing. He made a joke out of it. The whole fucking thing was a joke. I hate this voting thing. Go, Anthony. Sorry.
But this goes back. No. This goes back to the earlier conversation about Bettman and in this league of entertainment and revenue. This is what it is now. Back then, they didn't care about that. They cared about talent and what's on the ice. And hockey back then was the grinding, the let's fucking play with our hearts out and win, right? That's why hockey back then was so much fun to watch. And there was passion, there was love. Now it's a gimmick.
And I think
the 3-on-3 overtimes, the shootout, this is all for the young but
I like the 3-on-3 shootout. I find it entertaining. You watch beautiful hockey.
Yes, in that sense. To see 3-on-3 hockey where talent comes out, yes, but it's still, again, entertainment. It's all gimmick right now. It's to make kids happy. And this whole All-Star weekend now, back then it was who's the best player in every team, East versus West, who's a better fucking division, East or West. Let's have fun.
No, but do you remember why the All-Star games were close to an actual game? What were they fighting for back then?
Wasn't it the Stanley Cup final? Wouldn't they get home advantage?
There you
go. And other leagues do that. Baseball does it. Not football because it's a neutral ground, but baseball definitely does it. And they should have some sort of reward for it at the end.
And that's where guys were fucking playing. Like, there weren't that much body checks. There wasn't center ice hitting. Obviously, you're not gonna fucking go out and hurt a guy at an All-Star game. But guys were actually not only let's put on a show, it's like, no, let's try to fucking win this thing because it could be to our advantage one day.
Right. And the way it was in the past, like you mentioned, Sam, about Danny Heatley, there's so many good moments from the past. Can you tell me any great moments from the past few years?
No.
I certainly can.
No,
I
I'm
don't
actually
even watch it anymore. It's not even. I used to love the skill competition.
Yeah.
Skill
Me
competition
too.
back then was so like I wasn't too crazy about the game because it was like 17-8, like whatever. It was fun to watch, but it wasn't as entertaining like the skill competition. Skill competition, you had the best players on the ice. Who was the fastest skater? Who was the fucking
hardest shot.
hardest shot? Shootout was fun in the All-Star game competition because we didn't see that every fucking night, right? So I used to love the shootout because you want to see like the top goalies and the deeks. Now you see shootout every fucking day. Is it?
No, but they changed the shootout now. It's like what moves can you pull off?
It's
And
more
like
of a
and the
skill
goalie,
thing.
like when Carey Price did it, like he remember when he turned his back and he was looking at the glass to see if he could stop the shooter. Like that's when it was starting to be like, okay, this is funny for now, this is fun, but they kept doing that afterwards. Like I don't know.
Gary Bettman.
But that's what it is.
Winners.
And you know what? If you talk to a child right now, a young kid, they're excited for this weekend because
That's what it's
making it
tailored
more-
to.
It's very very catered. Like last year in Vegas when they had Suzuki was out with I forgot who, but he was trying to they were on the fucking fountain there in front of which hotel in Vegas, and they were trying to saucer like the little green pucks into the small nets, but on these different water platforms.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, did you see what he's doing this year?
I don't even. One thing I don't follow is
He's in the
All-Star game.
the pitch and puck participant.
What the hell is that?
Okay, so along with Clayton Keller, Johnny Gaudreau, pretty cool. Jason Robertson, who I fucking love, awesome hockey player. Okay, here are the rules. So there's 4 NHL players will compete on a par 4 island green using a combination of hockey and golf shots.
Nice. We're getting into golf.
Winners
That's Leafs. That's Leafs territory right there.
Winners determined by the player with the lowest score. The situations: if at the completion of the event there is a tie for the least number of shots, the longest drive will determine the winner.
Nah, not for me. I will be skipping.
Like, what
that.
are we doing here? Like,
It's
what
a
are we
gimmick.
doing?
It's literally
It's
a
a
gimmick.
game. It's a gimmick, Sam. They're
gimmick.
just trying to be creative to make it fun for kids, and it's not working. Give me back the moments. I'm glad, and I'm shocked no one brought this up. Give me back the moments. 1997. No,
Ray Bork?
Owen,
Oh,
no,
okay.
Owen Nolan. The
Points to
breakaway.
Dominic. Pointed
Points
to Dominic Hasek.
Hasek and fucking scores. Give me those fucking moments.
Apparently, Owen Nolan was
Excuse
like
my
an
language.
arrogant piece of shit. Apparently,
Dude, give me those moments where Weber was the hardest shot. Like
yeah, but they're still gonna do that. At least I hope they're still gonna have the
Well, they
fastest
still do
skater, the
that.
hardest slap shot, the target practice.
it's not the same anymore. It's
Well, I
just
have to- was the Montreal All-Star game in 2009 the last time that it was East versus West, or was it
2009,
2010?
2010, yeah. Before they brought the divisions. I don't know
Okay.
what year they brought into the divisions, which was I want to say
I'll find out.
2012.
I think
It was a little
2011,
after that
2012.
All-Star, Chris. It wasn't right at it. It was a little after.
But like I know I was disappointed. Like I have to say, shame on us fans. Like people voted in Mike Komisarek to the 2008-2009 All-Star game. Like that's what are you doing, Mike Komisarek, really? But I have to say though, even that one, you remember Tim Thomas is like fighting to go back in net because he wanted to win it. Like again, I know it already started to slow down. You started to have these goal fests because the goalies weren't doing their job or anything like that. But there was still a sense of, a tiny bit of urgency in their game and a tiny bit of pride that they wanted to, compete.
Right. There's something for it.
Because I
It's just
still think at that time they were fighting for home ice advantage.
right.
Stanley
When
Cup
did that,
Finals.
when did
What's
that
your sum-
finish?
I don't remember exactly, but I remember it used to be a thing.
No,
Look,
it
if I were to
definitely
go
was.
back in time, if I were to go, well, actually, if I was Gary right now, Gary Bettman, where I would decide, I would bring back this, and I'm sure everybody, like old school generation fans, more than this new generation, we would bring back even the East versus West standings. This fucking
Yes.